Hi, I'm Adam Gaspar, DuPont Pioneer Field Agronomist, and today we're just north of Mazan, Illinois, and growers in the area are about ready to start planting corn. And that decision of when to start planting corn is always a tough one that growers face each year. A lot of implications of it. We get that corn into the ground at a good time and off to a good start. We can see benefits of that all the way through harvest. And so when we're making that decision, there's three things that I like to consider. One being soil conditions, the next being soil temp, and the third, what's our near-term weather forecast. And so let's start out with soil conditions. And while these are going to vary field to field due to crop rotation, soil type, all those different variables, the best way is just to get out there, kick the dirt around a little bit, and if you can, dig a little soil up. And if you can get down 4 inches, grab some soil there, put it into a ball in your fist, and take your thumb and start to push down on that soil. And if that soil starts to crumble, that means we're pretty well ready for field work. In this situation, things are still a little bit tacky, not crumbling as nicely, so we're going to want to wait just a couple days before we start any field work. And when we do decide soil conditions are good and we hit the field, we want to make sure that we're able to close the furrow. We're not creating a lot of compaction, and really adjusting that planter as we go from field to field for field-specific soil conditions. So once we have that check in that box done, we want to move on to soil temp. And corn germinates at 50 degrees Fahrenheit, but that doesn't mean we always need to wait for the field to be at 50 degrees before we plant corn. I'd say if we're at 45, 46, 47, 48 degrees Fahrenheit, and that soil temp's rising, that's a good time to get out there and get that corn crop into the ground. Next, we want to think about near-term weather. What's the 3 to 5 day forecast at? Is it going to be hot, dry, warming? Those are good conditions we want to be planting corn into. If we're wet, cool, rainy, we want to make sure we park that planter, especially if we're going to get a cool, wet rain. 24 hours before that rain hits, we don't really want to put much corn into the ground. And even if we can go 48 hours before a cool rain, that's even better. But I'd say a hard stop is 24 hours before a cold rain. We don't want to be putting corn in the ground because it can cause a couple different problems. It can corkscrew as the corn's trying to emerge. It can rupture cells, and that just leads to poor germination, poor emergence, and non-uniform stands, and ultimately yield loss at the end of the season. If we factor in those three components, we can really make a sound decision of when to plant corn. So when we get that corn into the ground, we get 120 GDUs, we should start to see corn coming up and off to a strong start for the 2017 growing season. If you have any more questions, please consult your local Pioneer sales professional. This has been Adam Gaspar, DuPont Pioneer Field Agronomist.